welcome. Today I want to talk about some bills that are in Congress right now. The first one is H.R. 8 Bipartisan Background Checks Act of 2019. This bill essentially says that if you're not a licensed gun seller, it is illegal for you to sell your gun unless you take your gun to a licensed gun seller, turn it over to them so that they can take possession and run it through the NICS system as if it was part of their inventory. If everything comes back from the NICS system okay within the timeline, and you're authorized to go ahead and complete that sale of your gun. Now there are a few exceptions to this rule. One is if you're selling to law enforcement, you don't need to go through the process of running the background check. If you're transferring among family members, you do not need to go through the background process. There's another one that says if a friend of yours is in imminent danger or feels their life is threatened in some way, you can temporarily transfer your gun to that person until the time that that imminent danger is over. You can also temporarily transfer your gun to someone to hunt or to take your gun to a shooting range. There are a couple other ones in there as well, but those are the main ones. The next bill I want to talk about is H.R. 1112, Enhanced Background Checks Act of 2019. And this bill essentially takes that 3-day waiting period and replaces it with a 10-day waiting period. Now under the current system with the 3-day waiting period, if the NICS system does not give a response back within the 3 days, then you as a gun seller can make the decision to sell that gun to that individual at that time. Under this proposed bill and the 10-day waiting period, if the NICS system doesn't come back with any response within those 10 days, at the end of the 10th day, it would be illegal to sell the gun to that person at that time. The person who is interested in buying the gun would then have to go and submit a petition to the FBI and allow another 10-day grace period. If at the end of that 10-day grace period there is no response back from the FBI, then it is up to the seller to make a decision whether they want to sell that gun to this individual or not. H.R. 8 passed the House today and will be going to the Senate. And the interesting thing to note is that there is a similar bill in the Senate at this time, and it is S-42 Background Check Expansion Act. And it essentially reads almost word for word of what H.R. 8 reads. So now with H.R. 8 going to the Senate, it will be kind of interesting to see what kind of response the Senate takes with this bill and if it will become law. So just as a recap, the bill H.R. 8 essentially says you cannot sell your gun if you're not a licensed gun seller, and you'll have to go to a licensed gun seller to do so. And you'll have to follow the provisions of the law, whether it's the 3-day grace period as it is now, or unless H.R. 1112 comes in and then the whole 10-day, possibly 20-day time frame comes into play. All interesting things to know. I have additional information. If you have any questions, would like more information, please leave a comment below. I can attach links to documents. Try to answer your question the best I can. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Leave me a comment to let me know what you thought about the video or if you have any questions. Thank you very much.